In 1947, a young Cuban lawyer named Fidel Castro became a communist. For 7 years, Castro tried unsuccessfully to overthrow the dictatorship in Cuba. With the Soviet Union's financial support, he was able to bribe military leaders and gain support from the intellectual and working classes. At the time, the United States fully supported his rule.
Thousands of men and women are heart and soul with Fidel Castro and the New Deal for which they think he stands. It does not know that hundreds of highly respected citizens are helping Senor Castro, that bombs and sabotage are constant. 18 bombs were exploded in Santiago on February 15th, that a furious government counterterrorism has aroused the populace even more against President Batista. Castro is the people's patriot. He's the defender of the people, and he's a strong anti-communist. There is no communism to speak of in Fidel Castro's movement.
I have never been, nor will I ever be, a communist.
During the time Castro was consolidating power, the U.S. began to get information that Castro was, in fact, communist. In 1957, head of CIA, Alan Dulles, received information about Castro's communism. This was kept out of the media. In 1959, Major Pedro of the Cuban Air Force revealed that he knew Castro was communist. This was kept out of the media. The State Department purposely covered up the fact that Cuba was now undergoing a communist revolution. After threatening to tell the public about the emergence of Castro's communism, Arthur Gardner was released of his position of ambassador in the government.
What do you mean I'm being replaced? I assure you, Castro is a communist.
In 1959, Castro became prime minister and declared himself president for life. He soon established a communist government with relations with the Soviet Union.
After the United States realized their mistake, they tried to reverse it. In the Bay of Pigs invasion, the CIA backed Cuban exiles as they tried to oust Castro. In the Operation Mongoose, terrorist attacks were planned in Cuba. When the U.S. attempted to assassinate Castro, he granted permission for the Soviets to place missiles in his country. Castro and Khrushchev quickly agreed to the use of denial and deception, or maskirovka. In the early stages of Khrushchev's plan to place missiles in Cuba in the spring of 1962, the need for secrecy was extreme. Only a few of the members knew the exact nature of the mission to ensure maximum security. The deception was so thorough that it even fooled the senior officers sent to Cuba.
But if the plan is a secret, how will I know where to go?
Captain, here are your instructions. There are 2 envelopes, one inside of another. Open the second one when you get to the set geographic location. Read it, understand it, then destroy it. You might potentially die, so be careful. Understand?
Understood.
On October 14th, the U.S. discovered the operation. A U-2 aircraft photographed the area of San Cristobal, where the first missile unit was set up, and confirmed the offensive missiles in Cuba. By October 28, after a confrontation between Khrushchev and Kennedy, the Russians began to dismantle their bases.
You, Mr. President, are not declaring quarantine, but rather issuing an ultimatum, and you are threatening that if we do not obey your orders, then you will use force. Think about what you are saying, and you want to persuade me to agree to this. What does it mean to agree to these demands? It would mean for us to conduct our relations with other countries not by reason, but by yielding to tyranny. You are not appealing to reason. You want to intimidate us.
The potential of a nuclear war is imminent. The doomsday clock is ticking.